Namaste all of you. Now we are going to see the rotational spectra. Whenever the diatomic molecule rotating about its center of mass has axis of rotation, then it gives rise to a rotation spectra. The transitions among the rotational levels give rise to rotational spectra. My friends, these rotational levels are effected through which quantum number? Do you know? You should remember the transition among the rotational level give rise to rotation spectra. The transitions are occurs or the transitions of the rotational levels are effected through which quantum number? लक्षात यायला पाहिजे सगळ्यांच्या मित्रांनो. Rotational quantum number J. Okay. This is this J, rotational quantum number J equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, besides rotational spectra, rotational levels, transitions from higher level to lower level. Therefore, this quantization of the energy levels are effected through rotational quantum number J. Only those molecules which possess electric dipole moment can absorb or emit electromagnetic radiations during these transitions. So, non-polar diatomic or homo molecules like H2, N2, etc., as well as symmetric polyatomic molecules like CO2, CH4, etc., do not exhibit rotation spectra. What do you mean by that? To observe a rotation spectra, there should be dipole moment. दोघांच्या मध्ये अंतर पाहिजे. त्याला म्हणायचं दोन पोलामधलं अंतर किंवा इंग्लिश मध्ये त्याला म्हणायचं डायपोल मुवमेंट. मग दोन पोल म्हणजे कोण आहेत? पॉझिटिव्ह आणि दुसरा निगेटिव्ह. ह्या दोन पोल मधला अंतर जर असेल तर ती पोलर मॉलिक्युल्स म्हणायचं. आणि ज्या मॉलिक्युल मध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह आणि निगेटिव्ह एकमेकावर कोइन्साइड आहे त्यांना होमोन्यूक्लिअर किंवा नॉन पोलर डायटॉमिक मॉलिक्युल म्हणून H2 आणि N2 मध्ये काहीही अंतर असत नाही. त्यामुळं आपल्याला तिथं रोटेशन स्पेक्ट्रा मिळत नाही. आणखीन कोणामध्ये मिळत नाही? पॉलीएटॉमिक मॉलिक्युल्स. कुठले? CO2, CH4, etc. do not exhibit rotational spectra. But my friends, polar molecules like CO, HCl, etc. can give rise to rotational spectra. Why? This is because, my friends, there is a certain distance between two poles, that is positive and negative. How much that distance? That is capital R. That is the bond length. But in the case of H2N2, R equal to 0. Capital R equal to 0. Therefore, there is no separation between what? Poles. Therefore, dipole moment is 0. But in the polar molecule, there is a certain distance, and that is there is a dipole moment. Therefore, rotation transitions arises or rise or give rise to rotation spectra only in the polar molecules. In the question of the objective in the university exam, rotation spectra can be observed through dash molecules. Number 1 polar, number 2 non-polar, number 2 homonuclear, number 4 none of these. Your answer should be polar. Okay, then we proceed further. Rotational transitions are governed by the selection rule. Selection rule is there. What is that? Delta J is equal to plus minus 1. What do you mean by that? The transition from 2 minus 1 possible. transition from 1 minus 2 possible because delta J equal to first case plus 1 and in the second case delta J equal to minus 1. That is J changes by only 1 unit. Generally, rotational spectra are obtained in absorption. Generally, rotational spectra are obtained in absorption. Therefore, if we represent initial and final states by J and J plus 1 respectively, then change in energy delta L during the transition is here J equal to 0, J equal to 1, J equal to 2, J equal to 3. From 0 to 1, delta J equal to plus 1. From 0 to 2, delta J, it is not possible. It is only possible from 1 to 2. This transition is shown wrongly. Transitions from, this is also shown wrongly. This should be shown from J equal to 2 to 3. This is the printing mistake. Okay. Then we are going to see the next part. Rotational energy spectra, that is delta E is equal to, then delta E has limit J tends from J to J plus 1. That is equal to H square divided by 8 pi square I into bracket, small bracket again, J plus 1, again small bracket, J plus 2 minus J, again small bracket, J plus 1, big bracket or square bracket, complete. Okay, this is the rotational energy EJ. Okay, that by after simplification, we have the value H square divided by 4 pi square I into bracket J plus 1. Again, my friends, we have E equal to H nu. How? This is the standard formula, my friends. E equal to H nu. Therefore, nu equal to what? Delta E divided by H. Therefore, nu equal to delta E divided by H. That is equal to H upon 4 pi square into I into bracket J plus 1 bracket complete. This is the value of frequency in the terms of E upon H. Thus, from this equation, we conclude that what? The rotational spectrum consists of equispaced lines as shown in the above figure. बघा इथे equispaced lines आहेत. Okay. Next, since energy differences are very small, the pure rotational spectrum occurs in far infrared or microwave region. Why this is? Because the energy difference is very small. Understood? The measurement of frequencies. Or difference in frequency of the rotational spectral lines provides method of estimating the moment of inertia I using the formula, that is that formula, mu equal to delta E upon H equal to h upon 4 pi square I into bracket j plus 1. From this formula we can estimate moment of inertia of that diatomic molecule. बघा मित्रांनो, तुम्हाला j ची व्हॅल्यू दिली, h ची व्हॅल्यू माहित आहे, पाय ची व्हॅल्यू माहित आहे. समजा j इक्वल टू काय 0, त्याप्रमाणे न्यू ची व्हॅल्यू बदलत्या. मग न्यू ची व्हॅल्यू बदलली की ऑटोमॅटिकली न्यू ची व्हॅल्यू माहिती असली की तुम्हाला आय ची व्हॅल्यू तुम्हाला एस्टिमेट करता येते. हा या इक्वेशनचा फायदा, म्हणजे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया तुमचा इनडायरेक्टली तुम्हाला काढता येतो. अँड देअर बाय बॉन्ड लेंथ आर कॅन बी एस्टिमेटेड. तुम्ही त्याच्यावरनं बॉन्ड लेंथ किती आहे हे सुद्धा काढू शकताय. बॉन्ड लेंथचा फॉर्म्युला काय आहे, दॅट इज इक्वल टू I equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square. Okay, then I equal to m1 m2 m1 plus m2 r, that is equal to mu r square. आता याचे I मिळाले की तुम्हाला काय मिळतं, म्यू कॉन्स्टंट I माहित आहे, त्याच्यावरनं बॉन्ड लेंथ काढता येते. म्हणजे बघा मित्रांनो, तुम्हाला J ची व्हॅल्यू माहित झाली की I काढता येतो, I ची व्हॅल्यू माहित झाली की काय काढता येतं, बॉन्ड लेंथ काढता येते. म्हणजे दोन डायटॉमिक मॉलिक्यूल किती लांब अंतरावर आहेत, एकमेकांमध्ये डायपोल मुवमेंट किती आहे हे आपल्याला काढता येते. सो माय फ्रेंड्स, हियर वी आर गोइंग टू स्टॉप दिस लेक्चर. थँक यू.